Prepare your home now with these specials from Beacon Plumbing. Video inspect your sewer lines, tune up your furnace or AC, and clean those kitchen and bath drains. Each now only $99. Remember, don't start freaking, call Beacon.
Good evening. My name is Larry Ishmael, and I'm running for Congress in the 1st Congressional District. The reason I'm running is that, like many of you, I am sick and tired of the bitter partisan politics that have divided this nation. A famous philosopher once said that when you get like-minded people together in a room, they tend to gravitate towards the extremes of their shared beliefs. And that's exactly what's happened in Congress today. The Democrats have gone their way, the Republicans have gone their way, and they sit on either side of a giant chasm that's filled with all the work that needs to be done for Americans, for people in the 1st Congressional District, for the state, and the nation. My promise to you is that I am willing to cross that divide where necessary in order to bring home work for Washingtonians. We have had virtually nothing take place of a positive nature in the entire 109th Congress, and it's time that that change. Now, a little bit about my background. I possess an MBA in international business. Over the last 32 years of my career, I have worked for Fortune 500 companies as an officer. I have owned my own small business, and I have traveled to over 125 countries, as well as lived on 4 continents, and I speak 3 languages fluently. Why, you may ask, is that important for a skill to possess or experience level to have for a U.S. congressman? Well, I'll tell you why. Because the greatest threats that face this nation today are not from within, but from without. If you look at what happened yesterday, North Korea set off a nuclear bomb for the first time in their history. Iran is trying to develop their own nuclear bomb. We have a war in Iraq. We have a war in Afghanistan. And in the Darfur region of Sudan, we have genocide going on at this very moment. We need people who are versed in international and foreign policy, people who understand the issues and can lead the debates on the floor of the House and the Senate. Currently, there is no sitting member of Congress in either the House or the Senate with anything near the level of experience that I possess in these areas. And let me tell you, we've made some mistakes as a country as a direct result of not having qualified people making these decisions. I'm also a former school board member and president of the local school board. I'm a big believer in education. I'm the first one in my immediate family to have gone to college and to have earned a degree, and in fact, a postgraduate degree. We have an excellent education system in the United States, except for a couple of areas which I think we need to work upon. No Child Left Behind, by the way, was a bipartisan act. It was some of that work that was done in the middle between the bickering. That is the best education act to affect this country in over 150 years. The reason is it sets a metric against which to measure the performance of our students, our teachers, our administrators, and our school board members. I'm a strong believer in measuring people's performance so that you can know what to do to improve it. Now, certainly No Child Left Behind is not a perfect act. There are some things that we need to change and improve upon, but it's a great starting place. I don't know if you're aware of the fact that the United States of America is falling behind third world nations in the areas of math and science on international tests. This is of great concern to not only me, but to the industry here in the United States and right here in the 1st Congressional District. Part of Microsoft's campus is located in the 1st Congressional District, and Microsoft is one of the largest users of H-1B visas in the country. An H-1B visa is a visa given to someone who possesses skills and abilities that no one in America currently possess. So even though Microsoft is creating thousands of jobs a year, they are not finding the people from the United States that are capable of fulfilling those jobs because our education system has let us down. So education needs to be at the forefront of our national policy because it is our future. And finally, I want to talk about the fact that as a businessman, I understand the importance of running a business for a profit. You have to have more income than you have expenditures. And our nation's government has never seemed to understand that. Over the last many administrations, we've run at a national deficit. Our current national debt is over $8.5 trillion. And the reason is we're not making the moves to balance the budget. My promise to you is that I will do everything in my power to balance the budget today so that our grandchildren and great-grandchildren are not faced with overwhelming debt in the future. Now we're approaching November the 7th, Election Day, and I would like you to consider voting for me because I'm a man of action and I will get things accomplished for the constituents of the 1st Congressional District, the state of Washington, and our nation.